And time now to welcome our television audience to the simulcast on Fox Sports Net. Another superb crowd on hand here at Staples Center to welcome the Los Angeles Lakers, the three-time defending champions, as they take on the Seattle Supersonics. The starting lineup for the Los Angeles Lakers: in the middle, Shaquille O'Neal, been playing tremendous basketball, particularly, as you mentioned, Stu, with that activity. Kobe Bryant, Derek Fisher, Rick Fox, and Samaki Walker does get the start up front. The head coach for the Los Angeles Lakers in his fourth season here in LA is Phil Jackson. The assistants, of course, Jim Clemens, Frank Hamlin, Kurt Rambis, Tex Winter. The trainer is Gary Vitti. For the Seattle Supersonics, they have made some last-minute changes, not only their starting lineup, but also to their roster. More on that momentarily. Rashard Lewis and Vladimir Radmanovic, very, very talented. Peja Drobniak in the middle. Desmond Mason, superb athlete. He will probably be matched up with Kobe Bryant, along with the one and only Gary Payton, again currently leading the NBA in assists at 9.3 per. In his second full season is Nate McMillan, played all 12 of his superb years with the Seattle Supersonics, and is now in charge of this basketball team. They come in at an even 500, 16-16. Very disappointed, however, after an 8-2 start. And offensively, Seattle has really been struggling. As we take a look at the officials for this evening, Dick Bavetta, David Jones, and Bill Kennedy will be calling the game tonight here at Staples Center. The Lakers in their home gold uniforms, the Seattle Supersonics in their road deep green, forest green uniforms with white and gold trim. The Lakers will be working from right to left.
Well, interesting, this time most teams almost concede the tip, and the Lakers have to work for this one as Mason tried to steal one.
Derek Fisher into the left corner, had 8 points on Sunday. Nice victory over Phoenix. And speaking of nice points, 36 by Shaq, throws up an air ball, but Rick Fox inside to clean it up. No, misses that. Samaki Walker with the second effort. Nice play by Samaki. Offensive rebound to open the scoring, and also a foul.
Well, Rick Fox gets a lot of credit on that play as well. Shaq's shot, it doesn't even draw iron, but Rick gets the first one, misses the left-handed attempt. Samaki's there to clean up that miss, gets the basket and one, so the Lakers at the free throw line after only 17 seconds.
Samaki Walker, that's his first basket in a while, scored all 5 of his points from the free throw line on Sunday, misses that free throw. The Lakers lead it 2-0. The Supersonics started out very well, not only in the one-loss column, Stu, but also offensively. But over the last 7, they've been a different team, as evidenced by that brick thrown up that time by Desmond Mason.
I hope that shot's in his arsenal. That's the one of the first time. It is the first time I've seen Desmond shoot a running hook.
Samaki Walker with it right side, looking inside to Shaq, guarded by Drobniak. Radmanovic gives some room. Oh, terrible entry pass. Radmanovic just reached out and stole it. Here comes Gary Payton into the front court, left side to Radmanovic. Thought about the three. Drobniak out of the corner. The ball is tipped in by the Seattle Supersonics. Vladimir Radmanovic, nobody came near him, Stu.
That's a good play by him. Again, the Lakers standing around to start this game on the defensive glass.
Tied at 2. Shaq set up in the low post, ball rotated back right side. Kobe around to screen. Kobe another big night, 31 points, 12 rebounds on Sunday. Kobe picked up by Radmanovic, pull up 17-footer, no. Shaq's got the offensive rebound. Outside to Derek Fisher with a fresh shot clock. Looking inside to Shaq. Instead, the ball reversed once again. Other players trying to get involved. Kobe goes baseline against Desmond Mason. Turns, tough ball away, jump shot. That's missed, and Radmanovic with the rebound.
That's going to be a nice matchup there, because Desmond Mason's very athletic, and he has to stay out of foul trouble.
And also very strong Gary Payton, 17-foot fall-away jump shot for his first basket along the baseline. The Sonics lead it 4-2.
One of the reasons why Mason is in the starting lineup tonight, they needed that athleticism to go against Kobe.
6'5", 222, matches up pretty well physically. Kobe a little bit taller and a much better player, no offense to Desmond Mason. Shaq wants it on the lob. Inside, Mason comes over and takes the quick foul. Good entry pass that time to Shaquille.
That pass had to be perfect because Mason was coming from the weak side, so if you throw it a little too high, that gives Mason time to get under it, and he can really elevate, but he right over the hands, and Shaq catches it, gets fouled, back or goes to the line for the first time tonight.
Shaquille was 6 for 13 on Sunday, shooting free throws on the year. at 59% from the floor. He is now putting some distance between himself and Yao Ming. He's shooting just over 58% from the floor to lead the NBA in that category. Field goal efficiency once again. Timeout. Let's have a do-over, as they say. Radmanovic and Rashard Lewis were into the lane trying to stay on Samaki Walker.
Well, Samaki should have the advantage here only because he knows, if he studies it, where Shaq's misses generally go.
There's the miss. Rick Fox battling for it, but Radmanovic has got the rebound. Vladimir Radmanovic, only 22, 6'10", out of Yugoslavia. Payton with it, top of the key. Another interesting evening for Derek Fisher. How many challenges does he get every month?
I mean, that's what happens when you play the point guard in this league. That's almost like the small forward, and in the Western Conference, it seems, the power forward as well. As foul was called, so Rick Fox picks up his first foul of the day, and that'll give the ball back to Seattle.
Mason to inbound, 14 on the shot clock. The Lakers trail at 4-3. Drobniak on the perimeter, nice pass inside to Mason, away from Kobe Bryant. Rattles in and out off glass, and good for his first basket. It's the Sonics 6, the Lakers 3.
Well, not the kind of start that Phil Jackson wanted. I mean, just the activity level. Not the fact that they're down 6-3, but the activity isn't high right now.
Down into Shaq. He's got it in deep. Double team comes. Fisher's left wide open. 17-footer, no tip. Drobniak hustles and gets the rebound for Seattle. Here comes Payton out of the backcourt. Head up, crossover dribble. Gets in deep out to Radmanovic. Long three-pointer, no, leads to a long rebound. Gary Payton, Desmond Mason after it. Mason knocks that ball out of bounds. The Lakers will have it.
You see how far Desmond Mason traveled to get a hand on that ball? He started out on the low box and ended up at the elbow on the other side of the key, trying to get that offensive rebound.
Well, this team shoots a lot of threes, so they're used to chasing down long rebounds, something the Lakers will have to be very aware of. Samaki Walker cuts through the lane. Kobe with it, standing on the three-point line along the right baseline. Shaq now down in the middle. Turnaround jump shot. He's fouled. Counts if it goes. Does not go, and Shaq will be back to the free throw line.
Drobniak looking at the official like, what did I do? And Dick Bavetta says, let me show you. You hit him right on the elbow. And normally when you hit the shooter on the elbow, I'm going to blow my whistle. And he did on that occasion.
Drobniak played mostly off the bench last year. Vin Baker was with this team throughout the course of last year before he was traded to Boston. As we look at the scoring leaders so far on the year, Tracy McGrady up top, Kobe Bryant in second, and Shaquille O'Neal, played enough games now to qualify for the league leaders, is down in fourth position. Free throws are good by Shaq. The Lakers trail at 6-5. Payton out of the backcourt.
Well, Payton's an interesting cover only because he can take you outside and inside. It should have been called for an offensive foul there.
He reached out and pushed Derek Fisher right off and backs down windshield wiper style. Misses the 15-footer, and Kobe's got the board. Kobe out of the backcourt. Mason giving him some room. Walker comes over. Yeah, Samaki Walker came over and set a brutally illegal screen. Wiped out Desmond Mason.
But turnovers again as the Lakers coming down in transition, and Samaki never did get set on that play. An easy call for the official.
Rashard Lewis, fine young player, came out of Dallas, and two quick fouls on Rick Fox.
But they catch Kobe on this one. Kobe's grabbed a hold of Mason. They set that little cut from the high post, and Kobe gets caught with the hold.
That's good news for the Lakers. Rick Fox guarding Rashard Lewis. Inside is Gary Payton. Outside to Drobniak. No, the Sonics' cold shooting continues. Balls on the floor. Rashard Lewis has got it back out to Payton. Lakers trail at 6-5, just underway here at Staples Center. Rashard Lewis step back jump shot is beautiful by Rashard Lewis.
And that's the key guy right there for the Sonics. Till we talk about Gary Payton, he's going to get his. The Lakers have to control Rashard Lewis as best they can.
Had only 13 points in the losing effort on Friday versus Denver at home. 5 of 16 shooting, Stu. Nice pass inside. Rick Fox drops it on the floor. He's on the floor after it. Derek Fisher gets rid of Lewis with a head fake and nails a tough 14-footer on the baseline.
Nice effort that time by Rick Fox to go down and get that loose ball, and gets an assist because of it.
Sonics still on top of the Lakers, 8-7. Drobniak wants to get around Shaq. No, Drobniak's game is on the outside, sets a screen. Nobody rolls except Kobe Bryant. That pass went right to Kobe. Here come the Lakers, 3-on-2. Rick Fox on the left side, layup is perfect. Nice pass by Kobe.
Well, Kobe Bryant did a great job of waiting with the speed of the dribble until Rick Fox could really feel that lane and make it possible for that easy layup.
Boy, Gary Payton screaming at Drobniak for not rolling that time, who's out with the ball 21 feet straight away. Comes to Mason left side, down in tight to Rashard Lewis, spins away from Rick Fox. Beautiful move. Count the basket. It was so good that he traveled in order to get open, so another turnover goes against Seattle.
One of the things we try to teach on that spin move is as soon as you decide you're going to do it, you have to release the basketball. They are looking to catch you for that travel.
Lakers lead it now 9-8, just inside of 7 minutes to go. Rick Fox double pump, not close. Samaki Walker, another offensive rebound, has it stolen away by who else? The glove, Gary Payton. Payton coming out of the backcourt, jumps in the air, finds Desmond Mason right side, 18-footer. That was all Gary Payton on that possession.
They did a great job of stripping Samaki Walker, and you know, your first team all defense for a reason.
9 straight seasons. Only Michael Jordan has done that as well in the course of NBA history. Shaq's got it, double team, pass outside to Derek Fisher. Samaki Walker's got it inside, some contact. Walker bowls over Desmond Mason and makes the tough bank shot from about 6 feet.
That's a great no call. Mason was completely under the basket on that play. If anything, it would have been a block.
Lakers now lead at 11-10. Payton backing down, working his way around the screen. Inside the floater over Shaq. No. Samaki Walker there for the good rebound. And up ahead of the pack is Rick Fox. Controls the basketball. Reverse layup is good.
Rick Fox, because he's not a high flyer, knows he has to use his body in between the defender, and he did a great job that time.
13-10, Lakers lead it, and here's Payton spinning on the baseline. He is expert down along the low post and on the baseline, and Derek Fisher is called for the foul.
Well, on that foul by Derek Fisher, we're going to have a stop in the action with the Lakers out in transition, find themselves up 13-10. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. The Lakers leading the Sonics 13-10, 5:51 to go in the first quarter, and Lakers have this 3-point lead on the Seattle SuperSonics, but the Sonics at the Staples Center are absolute beasts. They are 10-3 all time at Staples Center. They've won 4 out of 6 against the Lakers and 6 out of 7 against the Clips. They must like it here.
They like coming to Los Angeles, but I think that is the case for every player in the NBA. Seattle, as a matter of fact, has won 5 out of their last 7 meetings here in Los Angeles. Swept the season series 2 years ago, and once again, Stu, Kareem Rush on the floor very early, 5:51 to go here in the first period.
And Robert Horry comes on as well, so Phil Jackson is not hesitating now to make early substitutions to try to keep this machine running as efficiently as possible.
Kareem Rush, who was averaging about 13 minutes a game on the entire season, maybe a bit less, 22 minutes per game over the last 4. Drobniak pull-up 18-foot jump shot is good against Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers lead it now 13-12, 5:35 remaining in the first.
Well, help and recover is hard for any player, but especially when you're 7 foot, and that's what happened with Shaquille that time.
Kobe tries to turn the corner, gets inside, awkward looking move, rattles in and out. Shaq's got the rebound, puts it back up and in, and the foul.
Boy, Kobe's shot touched every part of the rim a couple of times. Couldn't find itself down there, so came back out, and there was the big fella. Anytime you get dribble penetration, you're going to get help from the centers. That opens up offensive rebounds for the opposing center, and that's Shaquille giving him the basket and one.
Shaq shooting his 5th free throw already, Stu. We've only played about 6.5 minutes. Misses that one. It's tipped outside. Desmond Mason controls it. Desmond Mason out of Oklahoma State, who, of course, Gary Payton played his college basketball for Oregon State now in his 13th season. Lewis goes baseline. Fox strips that ball away. Nice play defensively. Seattle will have it.
Rashard Lewis, looking at the official, had a few words. He's the quiet one of this basketball team. He just goes out and gets the job done. He's a very, very talented player.
Remember 3 or 4 years ago, Brent Barry, when he first joined Seattle, said to me, he says, wait till you get a load of this kid. He is going to be great. Jump shot is missed along the baseline by Mason. Good rebound on the block out, taken by Robert Horry.
It's going to be important for Kareem Rush now to show the ball handling skills against defensive pressure once Seattle decides to apply.
Rush cutting through the lane. Rick Fox, he settles for a deep 3-pointer. Rashard Lewis backed off. Here comes Payton out of the backcourt. Hunched over, surveying, penetrating. Picked up by Kobe Bryant. We thought we'd see this matchup a lot, and it didn't take long to get to it. Payton still straddling the 3-point line, comes right side to Mason, now guarded by Rush. Drobniak, one dribble to the left, pull up, 17-footer, no. Nice rebound taken by Rick Fox. Lakers lead it 15-12. Nice pass by Shaq. Slam dunk by Shaq. Well, what a pass by Fox.
It's a good thing that Drobniak can't jump. That should have been picked off, but Drobniak, he was taking up a lot of extra weight, I guess, because he didn't get off the floor.
Wow. Nice play by Shaq. One on the floor, missed that time inside. Radmanovic gets the offensive rebound, and a quick foul is taken.
example of movement there. That pass that Rick Fox just threw to Shaquille. Shaquille running the floor, and Drobniak jumped about 6 inches and missed it. That's as high as he can go, I guess. And Shaq gathered it in and then went to the basket all alone.
Nice play by the Los Angeles Lakers to take their lead out to 17-12. 4:15 remaining here in the first. Payton looks left side to Mason, picks up his dribble. Now on the floor now is Jerome James. Well, he just came in, Stu. You can't expect him to call it right away. Robert Horry with a good block out, and Kobe Bryant goes to get the rebound off of one bounce. Jerome James at 7-1, but nice play on the steal from behind. Throws it on the floor. Kobe's got it. 13 on the shot clock. Boy, not a pretty possession. Robert Horry tries to clean things up with a long three. Desmond Mason high for the rebound.
That's the play, just like they drew the play up. That was not the triangle offense.
Gary.
Yeah, Desmond Mason gets fouled by Kareem Rush. Nice quick cut. If you want to get a foul call, make nice, sharp, crisp cuts, not walking through the lane, as Kenny Anderson comes into the game, and what a pickup that is. Scouting report on him is that he's an experienced backup to the glove, and now he's playing alongside Gary Payton as he goes to the point guard, and he's gotten better on the defensive end, and he's having more fun playing now than he did when he was scoring all those points. He says he understands the game a lot better in his later years, and that's typical for most players.
Kenny Anderson played so many years ago at Georgia Tech. Now in his 12th season, he was the second overall pick all the way back in 1991 by the New Jersey Nets. Also played with Charlotte, Portland, as well as the Celtics the last couple of seasons. Free throws are missed. Jerome James, however, with a rebound out to Rashard Lewis. Misses that. Seattle very cold to start this game, Stu. Only 6 of 18 and 1 of their last 8.
Yeah, they got that Lakeritis right now. They can't hit the open shots because they've had a couple of open ones.
Shaq turns down the lane. Jump stop. Jump hook is no good. James battles for the rebound. Nice play by Horry. Tipping it back out. Rick Fox, the recipient on the other side. Horry with another offensive rebound. Fox missed that 19-footer. He'll get another chance from outside the three-point line and buries it. Give the assist to Kobe Bryant.
And you got to like Rick Fox's attitude toward it. He missed 2, but he doesn't. When you get an open shot, you can't hesitate. You have to shoot it.
Rick Fox now with 7 on 3 of 7 shooting from the perimeter. Kenny Anderson at the point. Payton, as you mentioned, goes to the 2-guard. Running out is Kobe Bryant. Gets a patch. Attacks the basket against Kenny Anderson and blows the layup. Kobe was expecting a call. Anderson, a little bit of a bump at the other end. Rashard Lewis, quick 4-point switch on the slam dunk.
Yeah, now that's very unusual. There was contact there, but the official rule that no harm, no foul. And Kobe looked up as if, well, what do you expect?
Wow, whatever happened to protecting the shooters, especially when he's in the air. Kobe down inside. No doubt about that one. Slam dunking over the 7-1, Jerome James.
Now, Jerome James has worked on losing the weight, but he isn't. He says, I'm not crazy. I don't want to get posterized too many times.
Lakers now lead at 22-14. Good start for the Lakers. Anderson is cut off by Rush. That's going to be a tough matchup as well, Stu. Kobe trying to stay on Gary Payton. Nice crossover. James down the lane, in the key a long time. 3 on the shot clock. Desmond Mason, 20-footer, settles things down. Nice shot from the outside.
Well, with 3 on the clock, Rick should have really closed out and made Desmond Mason do something with it, not just stand and shoot it.
Lakers into the front court. Rick Fox has got it down inside to Shaq. Shaq already with 7 points. Turns, faces up, kicks back outside to Rush. The repost into Shaq. Spins in the lane all the way inside, and Shaq, nice move to the basket, has earned another pair of free throws.
And that's what I like to see, that extra dribble when Shaq goes to the middle. We've got a timeout, 1:45 to go in the first, and the Lakers ahead, 22-16. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Los Angeles Lakers off to a good start. 1:45 remaining here in the first period. Baseball Hall of Famer and a big basketball fan, Frank Robinson, in attendance tonight. The fine actor Andy Garcia hardly ever misses a game, does Andy Garcia, unless he's off shooting a movie. And very talented singer Alanis Morissette. I'm a big fan of Alanis, I want you to know that, and as I am of Jack. All About Schmidt. His new movie out. Shaquille O'Neal at the free throw line, needs a roll, doesn't get it. So far on the evening, Shaq a regular visitor to the free throw line, but good on just half of his 6 attempts so far.
Well, 6 attempts in this first quarter. With the activity level he's showing, he might get there 15 to 20 times.
That free throw is up and good by Shaq. He makes 1 out of 2, and the Lakers lead at 23-16. Both teams are out of fouls. Kenny Anderson into the front court, played last year, as I mentioned, with the Boston Boston Celtics, was very surprised that he got traded. Vitaly Potapenko, just his 8th game after coming back from reconstructive knee surgery, into the game now for Nate McMillan.
Well, Devin George just into the ball game, picks up a quick foul. As again, it's Desmond Mason. Well, he's just so athletic. When he makes cuts along the baseline or down through the key, he doesn't waltz. He really puts it in the second, third gear. And that's a good way to get yourself to the charity stripe.
Just me, Stu, or does it seem like Devin is picking up a lot of fouls quickly when he comes into games lately?
I think it's because his foot isn't 100%, and if your feet aren't with you, that's where you're going to see it the most. At the defensive end of the floor, you don't move them quite as effectively and start using your hands more instead of your feet, and you pick up fouls.
Desmond Mason good on both free throws, off to a quick start for the Sonics. He has got 8 points, and the Lakers still lead at 23-18, 1:25 remaining in the first. Devin George has got it. Seattle, are they showing some zone? They are indeed. Kareem Rush gets down the lane, gives to Shaq. It looked like Rush had a lane to the basket. Devin George cuts inside out to Kobe. Thought about the 3 steps back. Guarded by Potapenko. Goes into the lane, puts it on the floor. The ball is loose. Potapenko's got it. Now Jerome James hands to Gary Payton off the Laker turnover. Payton around to screen the lob pass. Careless play. It would have been spectacular. This might be. Kobe up ahead of the basket. Two-handed slam dunk.
Well, the pass was going to go to Desmond Mason, but it was a bad pass, obviously, because Desmond is a player that anything close up there, he can gather in and take it home. So you know how bad that pass was. And then going the other direction, Kobe made no mistakes about this one, just hammering home an easy deuce.
Lakers 25, the Seattle Supersonics 18. Anderson comes again left side. Gary Payton sets up the top of the key, looking to cut down into the lane and go down onto the box. Now cuts back across, looking for Mason. Here's Potapenko, hands off to Payton. Payton back into the corner to Potapenko. That's not his game. He gets in the lane, pump fake. Did he travel? No. Loses the defense of Robert Horry and makes a nice shot from about 8 feet in the lane.
You know, Robert anticipated the switch with Shaquille there. Shaquille stayed at home, and that left Potapenko open.
25-20. Here's Kareem wide open from three-point range. No, nice rebound taken by Desmond Mason, having a very solid first quarter for the Seattle Supersonics.
Yeah, one of the reasons why they put him in the lineup to start. They need that energy that he brings as well.
Again, Brent Berry went to Oregon State, played for the Clippers, a very sore knee. We may or may not see him tonight. 10 seconds to go in the period. The shot clock about 2 ticks ahead. Payton with it around a screen from James. James rolls into the lane, spins. Shaquille O'Neal swats that out of bounds. First block of the night by Shaq.
Well, that should be a 24-second violation then.
Indeed.
If they're going to count that as a block shot and not goaltending, and they're discussing the shot clock right now, I believe. Shaq up and very close to a goaltending. Nate McMillan not happy about the call, but because they're allowing the block, clock doesn't stop until the ball hits something out of bounds, inbounds, or whatever, or especially out of bounds. And so it's a 24-second violation.
Well, the Lakers will have 2.9 seconds. Derek Fisher checks back in. He's coming in for Devin George to give another perimeter shooter if the Lakers can hustle this ball into the front court. Robert Horry, as is his custom, will pull the trigger. The best long passer, if you will, on the Lakers squad. Shaq down in the lane. He's being double teamed by 7'1" Jerome James and 6'10" Vitaly Potapenko.
Nice lineup, but defensively that the Sonics are doing. Don't guard Robert. Double team Shaquille.
Kobe's got it. Tough turnaround. Bounce if it goes. Wow, just off the front of the rim. That was a heck of a try by Kobe.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal earned himself his letter in the first quarter. 8 points for the big fella, 4 rebounds. The Lakers lead at the end of one, 25-20. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. Well, at the end of one quarter, the Lakers leading the Sonics by 5, 25-20. So this is a game that is more and more being played above the rim. And when you talk about above the rim with the Lakers, nobody does it any better than number 8, Kobe Bryant. Thrills the crowd no matter where he's playing, but especially at Staples Center with his high fly act. And high fly act he has, as he is soared for a couple of early dunks. In that first quarter, the Lakers and the Sonics both shooting quite poorly. Seattle 39%, Lakers 42%. Free throws same, 50% by both teams, and Lakers put a 3-rebound edge, 15-12.
Still, the Los Angeles Lakers continue their cold shooting from outside the arc. 1 for 4 in the first period. I know those numbers are small, but when you add them back over a couple of games, they've made just 8 out of their last 42 from three-point range. Sonics have it to start the second period. Kenny Anderson stays on with Gary Payton, Potapenko along with Jerome James and Rashard Lewis. Derek Fisher back in along with Robert Horry, Samaki Walker, Shaq on the sideline, Devin George with Kobe Bryant. James loses control, Walker takes the fumble. Give the turnover to the Seattle Supersonics.
Well, Jerome James just fresh off the injury list, a little rusty, I guess.
Derek Fisher, his toe is on the line and buries a 19-footer straight away, just off the top of the key.
You see, and that's the thing. We talked about the three-point shot and how if they're not shooting them or making them, that one an inch away, so it's very deceptive in that department.
You certainly take the make from Derek Fisher. 27-20 is the lead. Anderson's got it. Fisher tries to stay with him. Kenny Anderson gets baseline. Nice kick outside to Potapenko. 19-footer not close. Rebound taken by Jerome James. At 7'1", surveying the floor again. Shaq on the sideline, back inside to James. Missed 27 games with a variety of foot problems so far this year, backing down. The faraway jump shot not close. Air ball off of Gary Payton, and the Lakers will have it in the glove. The glove not so happy right now, Stu.
Well, Gary tried to obviously keep both feet in bounds and at the same time battle Kobe for a position. He had good position, but just couldn't come up with that air ball by James.
Derek Fisher along with Kobe Bryant coming out of the backcourt. Kobe cuts diagonally, will come out into the corner. The Lakers wide open. Kobe just a simple cut. Misses the 15-footer. Robert Horry again, a brilliant tap outside. Devin George for three. Misses that. Anderson battling for the rebound, and that foul will either be on Samaki Walker, I believe.
Yeah, it will. He did. He was trying to run across the key and just tapped the ball to one of his teammates, and the contact was made with Kenny Anderson and picks up the foul.
Just getting started here in the second quarter. The Lakers lead it 27-20. Payton comes right side to James, way above the three-point line. Certainly not a threat from there. Potapenko outside his range as well, straddling the three-point line. Anderson now left side, comes around the screen from Potapenko. Pull up 16-footer, no, James over the top. Easy play to call. He'll pick up the personal foul over the back of Samaki Walker.
Well, there are some plays that as a player you just have to understand that I have to concede this play. When you're being boxed out effectively, you just have to concede it, especially if you're not going to move your feet. Don't just try to jump over a guy's back and tip the ball. You're going to get called for the foul more times than not.
Vladimir Radmanovic comes back on to replace Jerome James, just activated today off the injured list. That is James. Don't expect him to play many minutes. Devin George comes around the horn and throws that pass, a horrible pass. Not only over the head of Derek Fisher, over the front row. I'm not sure if that landed in the third or fourth row.
That pass. Oh, Dev, work on that one. You need a little work on that pass.
That pass is best forgotten.
It better be sooner. Dev will be forgotten on the pine.
Lakers lead at 27-20, just inside of 10 minutes to go here in the second period. First meeting of the year between these two teams. Lakers won 3 out of 4 last year. Out top to Radmanovic. Boy, it did look like he traveled, Stu. That missed by Kenny Anderson. Tip for the rebound. Tip. Good play by Radmanovic. Back outside to Desmond Mason, who was the best player on the floor for Seattle in the first 12 minutes.
Well, a couple of games ago, we had the crew looking to call travel, not tonight.
Radmanovic, the long three-point shot, and that is his game in spite of his 6'10" height.
Yeah, got to play him no matter where he is on the floor.
Lakers 27, the Sonics 23 after that triple from Radmanovic. The pace has slowed measurably. Robert Horry turns baseline, kicks it outside to Derek Fisher. Nice pass to Devin George. 17-footer right side, no. Radmanovic high for the rebound.
There it is again, open shots that the Lakers just aren't knocking down.
Sonics looking to run off the delayed break. Kenny Anderson has got it, looking into the low post to Rashard Lewis, who's had a pretty slow start in this basketball game. Turns inside. Offensive foul, absolutely right. We're not talking about Captain Hook reaching with the off arm. The hook, the good play by Devin George. Rashard Lewis picks up the personal foul.
Well, you can do that play Rashard Lewis did when you use your elbow, but you have to be a little bit slicker with it. Don't put the whole arm back there. Keep your hand in closer to your body and your elbow there as well, and sometimes you get away with that play.
Lakers have turned cold from the floor. They're now shooting just 39%. Not particularly scintillating in the first quarter either. Derek Fisher goes hard baseline. A little bump. 15-footer on the baseline. A nice shot by Derek Fisher, now with half a dozen.
And I like twice now he's gone to the mid-range game. I like that when he does that.
Well, I think you were absolutely right. And I know you weren't chastising Derek, but he only took 2 shots in the first half against Phoenix. Needs to be much more aggressive. Anderson going to the basket, returns the favor, and will get a couple of free throws. The foul against the Los Angeles Lakers.
No, Kenny Anderson going to his dominant hand, and Derek Fisher did the same thing on the other hand. Timeout. The Lakers up 29-23. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Back at Staples Center after tonight's game, a couple of days off for the Los Angeles Lakers. A lot of work to do. They lead at 29-23. The upcoming schedule, Cleveland and Miami, 2 teams that defeated the Los Angeles Lakers earlier in the year, and then a quick 2-game road trip. First visit in a long, long time for a Los Angeles Laker team to the city of New Orleans to take on the Hornets, who have relocated from Charlotte, and then the Houston Rockets. That should be a heck of a matchup between Shaquille O'Neal, who did not play in the first game, against Yao Ming when he went 9 for 9.
First look at Tracy Murray tonight, coming into the ball game, replacing Kobe Bryant. Or Devin George as Kareem Rush comes back. So the Lakers have a lineup that I don't think they've ever put on the floor at the same time in the regular season. Kareem Rush, Derek Fisher, Tracy Murray, Samaki Walker, and Shaquille O'Neal.
I don't remember it. I don't remember that lineup at all.
I don't think that lineup ever been out there.
Devin George picked up a couple of quick fouls. We talked about his propensity for that the last several games, and certainly his foot speed, not what it was earlier in the season or nearly close to what it was last year. Kenny Anderson good on both free throws. The Lakers lead at 29-25, 8:30 remaining in the half.
And Tracy coming in will probably draw the assignment of Rashard Lewis.
That's a heck of a matchup, but Rashard Lewis is going to have to stay with Tracy Murray on the perimeter as well. Shaq down inside against Potapenko, spins, fall away jump shot, beautiful by Shaquille.
You know, Vitali is one of those players that really likes to bang bodies. He doesn't care who it's against, Shaquille or whomever. He loves to bang bodies.
Well, Potapenko's got a lot of body as well, 6'10", 280, built solidly. Anderson now running the point. Gary Payton on the sideline. There's the double team. Passed across. Desmond Mason misses that 18-footer. Battle for the rebound. Tracy Murray was after it momentarily. Fisher comes to save it in the deep corner.
Good effort by Tracy that time. Caused a loose ball that Fish picked up.
Derek Fisher pulls up. 19-footer is good. Nice play. Tracy Murray, Derek Fisher. Fisher off to a good start, Stu. 4 or 5 shooting.
That's the key, you know. He's gotten up 5 shots already. In the last ball game, he didn't get 5 shots until the game was over.
Lakers lead at 33-25, just inside of 7:30 to play in the first half. Lakers trying to build on that win on Sunday, and Kenny Anderson left wide open and makes a 16-footer just to the left of the key.
Derek got caught cheating that time. He turned his head, and then when he realized that he had to get back to Anderson, a screen was set on him.
Samaki Walker left side, back up top to Derek Fisher. Tracy Murray is around it, backs outside the three-point line where he's certainly most comfortable. Shaq turns, shot clock winding down. Tracy Murray for the long three, no rebound taken by Radmanovic.
One thing about Tracy, he knows he's a gunslinger. It doesn't take him long to get a shot up.
Anderson, nice pass to Potapenko away from the Laker defense. Shaq in there to help, and a good jump hook by Vitali Potapenko.
Nice body control. I thought initially that he might get an offensive foul after that, but he controlled himself and got an easy deuce.
Potapenko now with 4 quick points. The Lakers lead is 33-29, and he tips away that lob pass saved by Kenny Anderson. Foot was on the line. A for hustle. Just over the end line, the Lakers will have it.
Well, Vitali's showing that he's got a little bit of awareness of where he is and what he needs to do on the court. Gathered himself on that last play and jump hook. Nice looking play to bring the Seattle Sonics to within 4.
Had that knee injury, had reconstructive ACL surgery, came back pretty quickly, just had the surgery very early in this season. And Tracy Murray now to inbound. Potapenko went to Wright State and then went on and played originally for the Cleveland Cavaliers before moving on to the Boston Celtics.
He was a member of the V&Z club, we called them. They were with the Cavaliers together as rookies, Vitali and, of course, Zydrunas.
And we'll see Zydrunas Ilgauskas and the rest of the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday. Shaq down inside to Samaki Walker. Slam dunk. Nice recognition and pass by Shaq.
And nice finish by Samaki. Go ahead and be aggressive attacking the rim. Don't try to just put it up with a cute shot.
Back door. Mason away from Kareem. Rush really burned the rookie that time for a slam dunk.
There's one of the deficiencies you see in Kareem Rush. One of the reasons why he wasn't getting more playing time early this season.
Desmond Mason now in double figures with 10. Rush turns, spins, leaps into the lane. Nice looking offensive shot. He's good at that leaner, Stu, once he gets in the air.
Why do all left-handers have that shot? That's a shot right-handers don't have.
That's
Why
right.
do left-handers have it?
They're born with it. Do some things right, some things left, some things their own way. Desmond Mason spinning, gets to the basket again. He is fouled by Kareem Rush and will shoot a pair of free throws.
Well, we talked about the work that he had to put in on the defensive end, and you can't get the work. There's nothing like game time to get that work. Experience would be the best teacher. Timeout on the floor, and the Lakers up by 6, 37-31. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. Well, Derek Fisher off to a nice start, taking 5 shots. He's made 4 of those as the Lakers lead the Sonics at this point, 37-31. And when he starts off like this aggressively, obviously it helps his mentally as far as attacking offensively. And he's been very aggressive to start this basketball game. Hopefully he can continue with that not only in this game, but the rest of the season. 8 points, 2 assists for Derek Fisher.
And Derek Fisher so far on the year after a very, very slow start, now shooting 41% from the floor overall and up to 36% still from outside the arc as Desmond Mason misses the first of 2 free throws.
You know that last shot, or coming out of that break and had a shot at Derek Fisher's shoes, had his name on his shoes. Said Fish there. Did you see that? When's the last time you had your name on your shoe?
You know, I'm just looking down at mine right now. There's no name on mine.
Well, that's your name now. No name. No name. I changed my name. I used to be Chuck Taylor, you know, but I had to change it back.
Robert Horry with it. Kobe Bryant comes left side to Tracy Murray. The Lakers lead is just 37-32. Inside to Shaq. Little drop pass to Kobe. This is a three-pointer straight away. Good for Kobe Bryant.
Desmond Mason said, oh, doggone it, I thought I was doing such a good job on him.
Now Kareem Rush picks up Kenny Anderson, Gary Payton on the sideline for about half of this second period. Lakers leading at 40-32. Mason so far with a hot hand, so there goes Kobe to try to cool him off. Tough 18-foot ball away, no. Murray gets the rebound.
Well, again, put Kobe on the hot hands, and normally they do get cooled off.
Kobe looking inside. Shaq's got it. Nice pass cross court. Murray getting in the lane, looking for somebody to go to outside to Kobe. 11 on the shot clock. Mason giving him some space. Shaq wants it. Be careful, Shaq. Here comes Kenny Anderson. You can see him hiding back there behind Drobniak.
And you can't blame Kobe for not seeing Kenny Anderson behind Shaquille. Nobody on that other end could see Kenny Anderson, but the pass was there, and Kenny Anderson says, I think I got it. No, all I have now is a foul. We got a 20-second timeout. 22nd on the World Champion Lakers Basketball Network.
Tracy Murray to inbound. That foul was on Kenny Anderson. 4:50 remaining in the first half. The Lakers 40, the Seattle Supersonics 32.
It's the biggest lead they've enjoyed in this game. They're looking to stretch that with this possession.
And it seems like, Stu, the way that Seattle has struggled offensively, the Lakers lead should be larger. Looking inside to Shaq, 6 on the shot clock. There comes the double team back outside to Kobe. Another long three-pointer. Good again.
Radmanovic, don't you know who number 8 is? Don't you look at film or anything?
Lakers now lead it 43-32. This is their biggest lead as it continues to grow. Rashard Lewis with the air ball. Here comes Kareem Rush. Quickly out of the backcourt. Tracy Murray setting up. Cross court. Kobe wants to get in the lane. Back to the basket. Down to the low post is Shaq. Robert Horry looks to make 3 threes in a row. No Radmanovic with another rebound, his 8th.
Well, that last shot by Rashard Lewis, I have to think that he had to get fouled on that.
Radmanovic, nice move off the glass to answer not only the rebound with the basket. The Lakers lead is 43-34. Kareem Rush on with Kobe, Tracy Murray, Robert Horry on for Samaki Walker with Shaquille O'Neal. Murray around a screen, the long three-point shot, that's an air ball. And Gary Payton dropped that one straight out of bounds. He must have left his gloves on the sideline.
Well, bricks can be hard to rebound sometimes. Tracy shot that one up, and Gary, it hit him right on the hands and fell out of bounds.
You know, Tracy Murray, in spite of the fact he's been in the league a long time, a lot of pressure as he throws it into Shaq. Here it's stolen from behind by Payton. Payton coming out of the backcourt. Rush comes out to meet him, looking for a cutter. Instead of the slow draw to Radmanovic, who's good for the long three-pointer.
And boy, Gary Payton's smart. He found the hot hand that time. He looked up and he says, I have a choice. I'm giving it to the guy that's knocking down shots.
And that make on the delayed break. The Lakers lead is 43-37. Murray with it, didn't look at the basket that time. Kobe looking inside to Shaq. Can he make another three? Yes, indeed.
I mean, and he's just taking that without a dribble, without getting his knees really bent, just showing that upper body strength.
That's exactly right. That is all that work he did during the offseason. Payton down at the other end. Nice move with the left hand. The basket, and a foul is called. I think that's against Shaquille O'Neal, and it is.
That's called that old quick jump thing where the smaller player comes around the corner, knows the big guy sitting there, and jumps really quick, throws it up with the left hand. Nice play. Gets an and one as Shaquille is called for the foul, and Gary Payton initiating the contact, but Shaq using that left hand to give the push.
Free throw is missed by Payton. Long pass. Kareem Rush ahead of the mark and throws it down. What a pass by Robert Horry.
No excuse for that defensively. You do not give up a missed free throw for a dunk.
And Nate McMillan, the head coach of the Supersonics, a wonderful defensive player, absolutely stone-faced on the sideline. He just burning inside after his team was beaten off that missed free throw.
Well, Lakers take that long pass and get themselves a 9-point lead, 48-39. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. You know, Kobe Bryant leading all scorers in the game thus far with 13 points. He's made 5 field goals, but the important part of that is 3 of the 5 have been from behind the arc. He's just catching it and saying, hey, I got a nice hot hand. Why don't I just continue to show that I've got that kind of arsenal game in my arsenal, as he knocks it down, and the Lakers leading it by 9.
And Kobe was the first Laker out here this evening before tonight's game, working on his jump shooting, and he's made 3 out of 4 threes so far tonight, as Desmond Mason makes the first of 2 free throws. 2 games against Phoenix, Stu. I know in the game at Phoenix he shot a lot of threes trying to get the Lakers back in, but just 1 out of his previous 13. Both free throws are good. The Lakers lead it 48-41, 2:55 remaining in the first half.
Brian Shaw in the game for Kareem Rush, who picked up his 3rd foul, and in a minute I'll tell you why I think Kareem picks up a couple of those fouls.
Robert Horry comes right side to Kobe Bryant. Radmanovic guarding it. Kobe for another 3. Wow.
Yeah, smile, Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
You know you want to. Go ahead.
Try to hide that smile. Hot as can hot be. Payton comes around the screen, pull up 17-footer. Kobe's made 4 threes in a row, but the Lakers got to clean up their defensive board. Payton comes to Radmanovic, throws the ball away. Nice read by Brian Shaw on the interception.
Radmanovic, do what you do best. Shoot, don't pass.
Rick Fox, Rashard Lewis backing off. Drobniak trying to keep Shaq out of the lane. Kobe's got it. Well, oh yeah, going again. 5 in a row, yeah!
Well, wouldn't you think, now this is just a thought. Wouldn't you think you guard him? Just a thought.
Just come out a little bit. The crowd on its feet here. Radmanovic goes to the basket. He's fouled hard from the side and the back by Robert Horry.
I'll tell you something.
5 straight threes. Excuse me, Stu.
Kobe must have been near Malibu today, because he must have got singed up there, because he's on fire. And they are just standing back, admiring it instead of going out and defending it. Go force him to where you have a little bit of help. You got no help out there.
Wow. Radmanovic good on the free throw, and with all of that, you look up and the Lakers lead it, and I say by only a score of 54-42. They need to close out this first half in a very strong manner. Both free throws are good by Radmanovic. He's having a nice first half, Stu, now with 12. Also with a number of rebounds, make it 8.
Well, I bet you Desmond Mason picks up the foul here, because he's going to guard Kobe now, I think.
Well, they made a switch, no doubt about that. Rick Fox playing in the backcourt. Brian Shaw up on the wing. Kobe's got it, comes right side to Fox. Time to go inside to Shaq. He's guarded by Drobniak. Double team comes from Rashard Lewis. Shaq spins off the backboard. No, nice looking attempt. Desmond Mason with the rebound, as here comes Gary Payton quickly out of the backcourt. Goes left side to Drobniak. Well within his range. Nice looking jump shot. No, ball is tipped by Kobe. Shaw has got it into the front court. Kobe wants to get around. Radmanovic attacks the basket outside to Shaw. Nice ball movement to a wide open Rick Fox. who buries the three.
There it is, the dribble penetration, then the two quick passes. The second pass is normally the shot pass.
The Lakers lead it 57-43, and those 5 threes, Stu, just in the first half, match a career high in a single game for Kobe Bryant. Fox cuts off Rashard Lewis. He's been doing a nice job on the young star. Lewis has got it, wants to back down. Good double team by Kobe. Out to Radmanovic. This is for 3, no. Rebound is taken. Tip, no, it's taken by Desmond Mason. Good play by Mason of the Supersonics to give them another possession. Here comes Payton down into the lane, tipped away. Nice play by Robert Horry. Lakers have numbers. Horry running the lane. Back to Kobe. Another 3. Career high in the first half. Kobe for another 3.
It's a beautiful thing to watch when you have it going, believe me. And he has got it rolling.
He does not want this first half to end. The crowd on its feet here at Staples. Gary Payton comes around the corner, looking for Desmond Mason. 6 on the shot clock. Game clock a couple of ticks behind. Grodniak wide open. Silences the crowd momentarily.
And you know what the crowd is thinking? Give the ball to Kobe.
He's got it.
And they don't want him passing either.
Gary Payton picks him up. Shaq comes out to set a screen. The ball is tipped away, and that'll be the end of the first half.
The glove said, I'm going to put a stop to this myself, as Kobe Bryant has been absolutely on fire, making 6 3-pointers in only 4 minutes and 58 seconds.
Coming up on Fox Sports Net, stay tuned for a preview of tonight's Southern California Sports Report and on KLAC and the Lakers Radio Network. Of course, it's Larry Burnett at the half, which is where we have arrived right now with the Los Angeles Lakers leading the Seattle Supersonics by a score of 60-45. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. Now let's go to Carolyn Hughes with the Southern California Sports Report. Just getting ready for the start of the second half. The Lakers 60, the Sonics 45. A look, Stu, at the Lakers leading scorers, and we know who's on top.
Well, Kobe with 22 with 18 in that second quarter on 6 consecutive 3-pointers. Shaquille O'Neal had 10, and Rick Fox had 10. Nobody said anything about Rick making 2 out of 2 from three-point land as well. Desmond Mason, 13 points. Radmanovic had 12, and Gary Payton only 4 points, but did have 6 assists. The Lakers as a team shot 53%. The Sonics 42%. The free throws 9 out of 13 for Seattle. The Lakers made 4 out of 8. The Lakers with 20 assists, and the Sonics had 14. And that second quarter belonged to Kobe Bryant.
Certainly a good performance to close out the first half by the Los Angeles Lakers. Essential that they start this second half with a lot of intensity and opportunities, Stu, here to put away a reeling Seattle Sonics team. They've lost 5 out of their last 7.
Well, I hope Kobe, I know he's going to test it again. I think he's got him set up for just about anything now going to the basket.
Mason is cut off by Kobe, just underway here. Thanks so much for joining us on the simulcast, the Lakers Radio Network and Fox Sports Net. Gary Payton, pretty slow first half, fall away jump shot along the baseline. No Samaki Walker battling for the rebound. Derek Fisher on the floor. And Kobe Bryant comes into the front court, turns on the Jets. The runner goes! What a shot by Kobe. I guess he was running in place in the locker room.
I tell you about the game of basketball. You can't play it in a straight line. You have to be able to change direction, and you have to be able to change speeds. And Kobe just changed speeds on Desmond Mason. Picks up the foul, the basket, another 3-point opportunity. This one, the traditional style.
And Kobe completes the 3-point play. He comes out now and has 25 points. Started the game rather slowly, still only 4 points in the first 12 minutes. Mason has it away from Kobe. The Lakers lead quickly 63-45. Outside to Radmanovic. You can't leave him alone. An expert shooter and buries the 20-footer.
Oh, seeing a lot of jump shots in this ball game, and team defense can't get much help with jump shots.
Samaki Walker on the left wing. Kobe loses it into the backcourt, and that'll be a Laker turnover. Kobe knew it, and he'll give the ball to the officials. The 3 officials again working the game tonight: Dick Bavetta, Bill Kennedy, and David Jones.
Well, he didn't want to use his right hand too much to catch that pass. He wanted to make sure that one stayed away from any kind of contact since it's so hot.
Payton with it, right side to Mason. Mason, a very solid first half for the Seattle Supersonics. Out top to Radmanovic. Mason had 13. On the weave to Payton, wants to get in the lane, does so. Shaq comes over to challenge, and Gary Payton high off the backboard for the good layup.
Lakers can't get too comfortable here. I mean, they looked up at halftime, saw a 15-point lead, and in the NBA, they go by in a hurry.
Just ask the Dallas Mavericks. They know all about that in this building. They were on the receiving end of a Laker comeback. Shaq's got it. 10 in the first half. Wants to spin against Drobniak. Up off glass. That came up short. Drobniak with the rebound. Here comes Payton running with Mason. Payton goes left side. Wants to back down. Kicks outside to Radmanovic. Good from three-point range. That came up a little bit short. It was right in front of us, Stu. Straight as could be.
Well, and there was nobody closer than we were to him.
Shaq's got it in deep. Going to put this one away. The layup is no good. Hard foul. Taken by Peja Drobniak.
The big fella, great position. Tried to take it up, gets fouled, goes back to the charity stripe, and in the first half, Shaquille visited the line 7 times, converting 4 of the 7, so he'll go for 8 and 9 right here.
Shaquille O'Neal, as we showed you at the beginning of this game, as he converts the first of 2 free throws, now the 4th leading scorer in the NBA at 26.8 points per game, also averaging a little over 11 rebounds, also 2.6 assists. When he won the MVP, as he makes both free throws, Shaq averaged just about 4 assists per game. That was 3 seasons ago. Payton out of the backcourt. The Lakers lead at 65-49. Just 2 minutes gone almost here in the second half. Payton turns the corner, off 1 foot, tough shot. Samaki Walker tips that ball to Derek Fisher. Rick Fox ahead of the pack. The pass was deflected, and Rick Fox picks up a silly foul in the backcourt. That's just his second, however.
Well, again, one bad play can lead to another, and the pass from Fish was not on the money there, obviously, as it was taken away, and then Rick Fox, in his haste to get it back, commits the foul.
Boy, Rashard Lewis only with 4 points. Rick Fox, among others, Devin George are doing an excellent job on Rashard Lewis. You said he was the key to the game. So far, maybe the difference, the Lakers are holding him down, but they can't corral Desmond Mason. He buries a 17-footer off the right wing.
The key is they've held down both Payton and Rashard Lewis, so I was anticipating Payton getting his, so they've done a great job in that department.
Gary Payton with only half a dozen. Rick Fox comes up top straight away, thought about the 3, made both of his in the first half, as you mentioned, Stu. Inside to Shaq, 6 on the shot clock, outside to Kobe. Another is good. 1 away from tying the franchise record.
I mean, the guy is absolutely amazing any night, but tonight he's in a world all of his own.
Payton comes around the corner, gets all the way to the basket, up and over Shaq. Shaq made him change it. Kobe's got the rebound. Shaquille O'Neal running the floor. He wants it against Rashard Lewis. He's double teamed. Jack into the low post, clears a lot of space. Outside to Derek Fisher. 3-pointer is long. Rebound is taken by Mason. Mason quickly into the front court. Rick Fox comes over to slow him down. Lakers lead at 68-51. Payton has it in the low post. Drobniak started to come. Samaki Walker helping outside. That play good by Drobniak out of the deep corner. That is Peja Drobniak, good outside shooter.
A lot of defense tonight when the ball is on the weak side. A lot of guys just straightening up, standing straight up, not in defensive position.
Fox has it, guarded by Radmanovic, and here is Drobniak. Shaq turns in the lane, the running hook needs a bounce. No, nice rebound taken by Lewis. Gary Payton out of the backcourt, 8:15 to go in the third. Payton crossover dribble, nice left-handed pass over to Mason. Radmanovic turns around, finds Shaquille O'Neal. Will he take it at him? Jump hook is good. Nice play by Vladimir Radmanovic.
Really nice play is right. Jump hook, looked like he knew exactly what he was doing on that play.
Lakers lead at 68-55. Lakers have to be very, very careful, not let this team creep back into the game. Radmanovic now is taking his turn on Kobe Bryant. Down inside to Shaq. Easy turnaround jump shot is good by the big fella.
Well, everybody on Seattle is going to get a turn at the big fella, no question about it. And the way Kobe's shooting, they're going to get obviously a crack at him as well.
Very good entry pass that time, Stu, from Derek Fisher. Fisher up on Payton. Right side to Mason, around a screen from Drobniak. Pull up, 17-foot jump shot, needs a bounce, doesn't get it. Samaki Walker with his 7th rebound. Kobe out of the backcourt. Mason still giving him a little bit of room. The screen, no. Kobe behind the line. Looking for the record, and he's got it!
Unbelievable. Yeah, Kobe. Yeah, you get props tonight, young fella.
He is flying in his own solar system tonight, Stu.
Well, he's got this crowd on his feet. We're early in the third. 7 minutes and 15 to go in the third, and Kobe Bryant has the Lakers up 73-55. Woo! You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Now let's go down courtside to Bill McDonald. Bill?
Thank you so much, Paul. Now, it's very difficult to be negative when you're up by 18 and Kobe's got 31, so we won't be. But still, the coaches want the team to not rely as much on the jump shot. Instead of just driving to kick, drive to score, and also 8 turnovers turned into 16 points. Way too many for the coaching staff still, but still a great game so far. Upstairs to you, Paul.
All right, thank you, Bill. Gary Payton down in the low post, 7:05 remaining in the third. Comes around to screen from Drobniak. Back outside, Kobe comes over to help. Radmanovic up top, outside to Payton for a 3, and he answers a little bit at least. Kobe Bryant has made 8 consecutive three-point shots.
The key is 8 in 10 minutes. I mean, the guy is absolutely on fire.
Rick Fox up top, left side to Derek Fisher, inside to Shaq, who's immediately double teamed. Kobe wide open again. 9 in a row! I can't believe what I'm seeing.
He's put it on an absolute shooting clinic from behind the arc. This one, you save to show how it's done.
Lakers lead it 76-58. Nice pass outside to a wide open, and I emphasize wide open, Kobe Bryant. That's a goaltend, no doubt about that. Off the screen and roll Payton down the lane off the glass. Shaq deflected it away, give the basket to Gary Payton.
You know, I'm surprised they haven't put Gary Payton on Kobe now. I mean, really. Obviously, Mason hasn't learned that you got to take a step up.
Unless they guard Kobe, they got no chance, and right now they're giving him wide open jump shots, and they're about to give him another. Into the corner to Derek Fisher. Oh, bad pass. Cross-court pass easily stolen. Here comes Mason to Payton down inside the shot. Lewis brought from behind by Kobe. Kobe fouls. Boy, almost he thought he had a steal going up against Peja Drobniak.
Well, he had a great block on the first play. In transition, Rashard Lewis doesn't see Kobe, and Kobe from behind makes the play, and then in his haste to get it back, picks up the foul. They'll give the ball on the sideline to the Seattle Sonics, with the Lakers up 76-60.
Listen to the chant here at Staples Center. You know what they're saying, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I've made 9 straight three-pointers. NBA record is 13 straight. Obviously, that's not in a game. But Brent Price and Terry Mills, more than one game to make that many, since the NBA record for a game is 11.
Outside, Radmanovic answers with a 17-footer of his own.
Everybody's starting to heat up from the perimeter now.
Lakers lead it 76-62. Rick Fox with it left side. Kobe has made 9 straight threes. The Lakers need to stay in their system. The Sonics back within 14. Rick Fox with it, looking inside to Shaq, rolling in against Drobniak. And the foul is called either against Gary Payton on the double team, although I think they got Peja Drobniak.
Drobniak is the guy that gets called, so Nate McMillan goes to his bench. He says, Vitali, go on in and see what you can do about keeping some position against Shaquille O'Neal.
Vitaly Potapenko in his 7th season, just 27 years of age. We've just been handed a note, Stu, and I'll get to this as soon as I possibly can. Kobe drives baseline, looking inside, goes over to Rick Fox, 5 on the shot clock. Fox money outside to Kobe, looking for missed it. He missed it. Shaq with the offensive rebound. Kobe cutting underneath. Slam dunk, Kobe Bryant.
Take him out of the game. You can't have a guy out there that can't make an open three-pointer. He was wide open. How can he miss that?
Kobe's 9 three-point field goals without a miss tonight is the most ever in NBA history. Previously, the record was 8, held by 3 players. Boy, how about that? Kobe Bryant misses one and then gets the assist from Shaquille O'Neal.
The big fella says, I see you, you're hot. Can you dunk? I know you can shoot a 3. Can you dunk? Kobe says, yeah, I've got that in my arsenal as well, as he gets his 36th point on that play. And going out of the game as Kareem Rush comes in is Derek Fisher. The crowd now can settle down a little bit, and maybe at least until Kobe takes the next one.
Gary Payton with it, wants a screen from Potapenko around it, wants to get in the lane. Awkward looking pass outside to Mason, still plenty of time on the shot clock. Lakers lead it 72-62, here comes Rick Fox. Going with Kareem, Rush lays it up and in.
Great play by Rick Fox. Makes the steal. I mean, that's a great defensive play, and then gets the assist.
Boy, Rick Fox having a nice game again tonight. Stu, he had 8 assists on Sunday. He's got 5 tonight to go along with 10 points. Mason steps back, and both teams heating it up as he buries a 17-footer.
Well, assists are easy to come by tonight for the Lakers. All you have to do is throw the ball to Kobe.
Everybody's standing in that very long line. Samaki Walker, top of the key, has that deflected away momentarily. Kobe's got it right right side, looking inside to Shaq, 10 on the shot clock. Goes inside to Shaq, the double team, bad pass, cross court, Rashard Lewis has got it. Gary Payton wants to come up the middle, goes around, Rush. Did Kobe block that? No, but a foul was called on Kareem Rush trying to defend against Gary Payton on the dribble penetration.
Turnovers that lead to baskets. We talked about that defensive play by Rick Fox a minute ago, just stepping in the lane, pass intended for Gary Payton, then taking it the distance before giving it to Kareem Rush, who scored easily.
Gary Payton misses the free throw. On the evening so far, the Seattle Supersonics 9 of 14. Gary Payton 0 for 2 from the free throw line. He makes that one. On the night, Gary Payton has just a dozen points, well below his average. The Lakers have been doing a very good job. Oh, and that was over and back. The officials missed that one. The Lakers got a break. Kareem Rush was in the front court, had the ball with him, and then dribbled it on the midcourt line into the back court. Rick Fox above the three-point line. Another bad pass. The Sonics have got a turnover. That was intended for Shaq. Here comes Payton. Mason to Radmanovich left side for a three. No, the Lakers dodged one there. Rick Fox with a long rebound.
Well, they can't get caught up in Kobe's show either. They have to continue to play their system.
Kobe's got it, looking left side to Rick Fox. Shaq wants to come from the weak side, instead flashes into the post against Potapenko. Gets inside, not much left. On that one, the ball goes off Potapenko, and the Lakers will have it. This should be a fresh clock.
Potapenko and Payton going after the ball. Nobody else going after it. That's when you got to talk. One of them just say, you get it, I'll stay. They both go, then they both stop. It goes right out of bounds.
3:06 remaining in the third period. The Lakers lead it 80-65. Kobe Bryant missed his first three-point shot and then proceeded to make 9 consecutive threes before he missed his 10th just moments ago as Shaquille O'Neal goes to the sidelines. 14 points, 6 assists, a lot of those going to Kobe, and 5 rebounds. Bryant with it, guarded now by Kenny Anderson. Pulls up, another three!
Well, Dennis Scott, if you're watching somewhere, your record is in big-time jeopardy. He's got 10. He only needs 1 to tie.
Anderson, Kareem Rush on an island. Here comes the screen. Anderson goes in the lane. Pull up, little 12-footer is good. That was way too easy.
Good job by Kenny Anderson of stopping in no man's land, not attacking. But Kobe was waiting for him right there.
Kobe's got 39. Mason now guarding him. Comes around the screen. Pull up, jump shot. Is it good? Yes!
Well, you've got company. You got company, Dennis, and guess what? He's going to take over the house pretty soon. It's going to be his house all by himself.
Kobe Bryant has made 11 of 13 three-point shots tonight. Gary Payton comes around the corner, a near steal. That ball was kicked by Kobe, 14 on the shot clock. Lakers lead it 86-67. Listen to this crowd.
Well, the crowd, they're acting as if this is a playoff game. The electricity, all because of number 8. Kobe Bryant to score, the Lakers leading it 86-67. You're watching Kobe Bryant on the Fox Sports Net. What a performance by number 8 Kobe Bryant as the Lakers lead it 86-67. I mean, the three-point line is Kobe Bryant's tonight. It doesn't matter which end of the floor. In the first half, he lit them up. And in the second half, he has continued his arsenal. I can't count as high as he's making them. I think we're on number 7 here. I'm tired, Kobe. Let me get my calculator out here. He has tied the NBA record for three-pointers in a game, and we've got 2:06 to play in the third. He has tied Dennis Scott for the most made in a game at 11.
Wow. Gary Payton comes around the right side up top to Rashard Lewis. Potapenko gets rid of Samaki Walker with a nice head fake and makes a little jump hook in the lane. 1:51 remaining in the third. The Lakers lead it 86-69. Kareem Rush comes right side, gives to Robert Orr. Kobe above the three-point line, and why not? Into Samaki Walker outside to Rick Fox. Kobe again. Fox goes baseline. Kobe's got it. Squared up. 7 on the shot clock. What's going on? Getting inside, spins. This is well within his range, so he misses badly. That was way too close to the basket on this given night. Kenny Anderson pull up 17-footer at the other end. And the score, the Lakers 86, the Sonics 71.
Well, what happens when you have one player this hot, though? The rest of the guys are not involved in the offense. So when he cools off, all of a sudden now, you've got yourself a game on your hand.
Rashard Lewis has picked up Kobe Bryant on the switch. Samaki Walker looking for somebody to give it to. Goes to Kobe. Not a bad idea. Kobe one-on-one against Lewis. 5 on the shot clock. A lot of standing around. Kobe's stuck. Counts as it goes. That is a 3. I thought he got fouled on the play. 24-second shot clock violation.
There's a great example of what I just said. Everybody else is standing around looking, watching Kobe do his thing, and a shot clock violation because Kobe's shot didn't hit anything.
You're going to get open shots. Everybody's paying so much attention to Kobe. Just run your offense and move away from the ball, and Kobe will get it to you as well. Payton with it, left side, 45 seconds remaining in the quarter. Payton on the runner, no rebound comes to Samaki Walker. Into the front court now is Kobe Bryant with it. Lakers lead at 86-71. Picked up by Rashard Lewis. Lewis is 6'10". Kobe jumps in early, looking for somebody to give it to. A jump ball is called. Held ball. It's going to be either Kobe. We know it's Kobe. It's either Rashard Lewis or Gary Payton, and it is Rashard Lewis.
Well, Kobe splits a couple of defenders going to the basket, and the help comes, and they tie him up. Jump ball, Kobe Bryant, Rashard Lewis.
31.5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Lakers lead at 86-71. Rashard Lewis, 6'10". Kobe Bryant. Kobe easily controls the tip.
Well, it would have helped if Rashard jumped right.
Well, I was very surprised. Entry pass, Rick Fox had it. Samaki Walker from behind, knocked to the floor, and will shoot a couple of free throws. Now, that ball tipped loose by Rick Fox.
Those are the kind of fouls when you're bent back like that that really go to your lower back. So hopefully Samaki Walker comes up flexing the knees a little bit, but that's the kind of play that you'll feel it in your lower back. Rick did a good job of coming up with this close to a turnover. Then he couldn't handle it. Samaki gets it, gets fouled at the line to shoot 2.
And for those of you without the benefit of replay on our vast radio network, Samaki Walker, not a dirty play, mind you, but was nearly undercut exactly right, Stu. That's a dangerous sort of play, particularly when you land. You can be off balance, tweak your back, and Samaki Walker did miss 5 games with a bad back earlier in the season as he, speaking of misses the first of 2 free throws. Derek Fisher reporting back at the scorer's table will come in for Robert Horry. 22.1 seconds remaining.
Now that's going to push Kobe up front. Not that that's going to change anything defensively for the Sonics. They'll still have the same guy guarding him. Gary Payton having a running conversation with the people in the crowd, and nobody can talk trash any better than GP.
Both free throws are missed. Mason with the rebound, and the Sonics a chance to cut this lead down once again. The Lakers lead at 86-71. Kobe Bryant again standing on the doorstep of NBA history. He has made 11 3-point shots, 11 now out of 14. Payton kicks in the corner to a wide open Kenny Anderson. No rebound, tip, time to shoot it. That's late, does not count as we come to the end of 3 periods.
Well, at the end of 3 periods, it's been the Kobe Bryant show. The Lakers are riding his back right now. He's got a total of 42 points, making 11 out of 14 from three-point land. 86-71. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Welcome back to the NBA on Fox Sports Net. Will Kobe Bryant make NBA history in the 4th quarter tonight? More importantly, will the Los Angeles Lakers get a much-needed victory? Welcome back, everybody, to begin the 4th quarter here at Staples Center. The Seattle Supersonics come in at an even 516-16, losers of 5 out of their last 7. The Lakers have won 3 out of their last 4. I'm Paul Sunderland, joined, of course, by Stu Lance and Bill McDonald. Kobe Bryant has made 11 out of 14 3-point shots and will, as is the custom, start the 4th period on the sideline. Derek Fisher, excuse me, Stu.
I think it's in this case it's going to be good because other players have to get involved in this offense.
Shaquille O'Neal down on the floor.
Yeah, Vitaly Potapenko had a hand in that.
Samaki Walker, Stu, just been handed a note and is going into the locker room. Remember, you talked about his back and walking very awkwardly. Missed those 2 free throws. We'll try to get a report for you on his condition, but as you can see, going into the locker room in some discomfort.
Now, but when he got up, it looked like he was holding onto that left knee.
We'll get that checked out if we possibly can. Kareem rushes in. Shaq's got it, turns. Head fake, gets rid of Potapenko. Nice shot by Shaquille O'Neal. Boy, that was nicely done.
That really was nice. The head fake, nice arc on it, and the basket.
Lakers lead it 88-71. Thanks so much for joining us on our coverage of Los Angeles Lakers basketball. The Lakers looking desperately to try to string some victories together. Out top to Desmond Mason, had a very good first half and tries to continue that. No, Devin George on defensively to guard Mason among others. Derek Fisher out of the backcourt.
You know, quietly, Derek Fisher's had a good game as well. He's only taken 6 shots. He's made 4 of those 6.
Well, the message is shoot some more, Derek. Indeed.
Well, especially with Kobe on the bench.
That's right. Somebody's going to need to score. Kareem Rush fading to the right side. Devin George comes back up top. 5 on the shot clock. Rush dribbles it off his foot. The ball is loose. Kenny Anderson's got it. Peyton running with him. Anderson runs over Derek Fisher. The basket counts. Derek Fisher can't believe it. Thought he had drawn a charge, but instead the basket counts.
Well, the official normally gives a sign as to what he thinks that the defender did. In this case, he said Derek used his hands and came over the top. And Derek is saying all I did was put my hands up and fall back on my backside. Nevertheless, there's going to be a 3-point opportunity here coming to Kenny Anderson.
And the veteran Kenny Anderson, who's really struggled, his left calf heavily bandaged. He's been dealing with a strained calf for several weeks. He has that 3-point play on the free throw. Dribble home, Kenny Anderson in double figures with 11.
And a 14-point lead for the Lakers with 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
A lot of basketball to be played, no question about that. The Lakers should try to ride Shaq if they can. Playing inside out. Nice entry pass by Kareem Rush. Shaquille O'Neal knocked to the floor. Will shoot a pair of free throws. And speaking of that, let's update you with who's on the floor for the Los Angeles Lakers, and why not go right back to Shaquille O'Neal. He's dusting himself off as we speak. Derek Fisher, Devin George, Robert Horry, and rookie Kareem Rush. For the Seattle Supersonics, Kenny Anderson, Gary Payton in the backcourt, along with Desmond Mason, Vitaly Potapenko, and Vladimir Radmanovic. And Shaquille O'Neal to the line to shoot a pair.
He took a nice fall there and used his left hand to try to brace himself on the fall, and I think that left wrist took a lot of the damage. But you know the big fella, Shaquille O'Neal, alias Superman, he's never going to let you know that anything hurts.
Never complained all of last year when he was so visibly in pain. Shaq made 1 of 2 free throws. Now 7 of 11 on the night, 17 points, only 5 rebounds, but does have 6 assists. Here's Gary Payton. The Lakers lead at 89-74. Payton around the screen, kicks right side to Radmanovic. He's got 18, having a nice ball game. Into the corner to Kenny Anderson, and he buries that 15-footer.
Again, that extra pass that the Sonics made got a wide open shot for Kenny Anderson.
Derek Fisher out of the backcourt. The Lakers lead is only 13, 10:05 remaining in the game. Devin George with it inside to Shaq. Mason comes into the double team. Devin George, long range jump shot is good. 3-pointer good for Devin.
That's good recognition by Devin because he wanted to re-enter it, but they sagged and he got the shot.
Gary Payton with it, left side. What a challenge to being guarded by Kareem Rush. I mean, the challenge is Rush's, mind you. The ball is loose outside to Potapenko. Robert Horry blocks that shot. But a foul is called coming off the ball. Boy, Robert Horry doesn't like that call, and neither do the Laker fans. Potapenko will shoot a pair of free throws.
Robert covered a lot of distance to get to there as well. It goes up and gets the block. Momentum carries him into the shooter, they say, and that's going to be free throws coming to Vitaly Potapenko. And Robert Horry says, man, you just took away a block shot. I haven't had one of those yet tonight.
Jerome James comes back on his first action. Missed 12 games with a stress fracture in his foot, and previously missed 15 with plantar fasciitis in the same foot. Signed to a nice contract in the offseason. He's at the scorer's table. Will be in as soon as Potapenko, if he makes both of these free throws. Vitaly Potapenko at the line, does make both, and Jerome James, my mistake, will of course have to wait. Derek Fisher brings it out of the backcourt. Devin George with it, looking inside to Shaq. Kareem Rush has got it up top, coming right side to Derek Fisher. Fisher 4 of 6 on the night, goes right side. Shaq is being double teamed. Potapenko with it now in single coverage. Terrible pass. The rookie looking for Shaq and found nobody in particular. Kareem Rush throwing it out of bounds.
Now the rookie trying to do what they want to do in this case is get the ball on the inside to Shaquille, but that pass well off the mark and turnover for the Lakers. And the crowd starts their Kobe chant.
9 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. Kobe Bryant has tied the NBA record for most threes in a game, set by Dennis Scott. That pass is picked off by Derek Fisher, and the foul is taken. Fisher was on the way to the other end. Foul is taken by Kenny Anderson.
Nice read by Derek Fisher when Peyton went baseline. I mean, Shaquille was there to shut him off. He had to think about passing, and Derek jumped into one of the passing lanes.
The crowd is getting impatient for the return of Kobe Bryant, but a lot more work to do. The Lakers lead this 92-78. Just under 9 minutes remaining. Left side to Robert Horry, guarded by Radmanovic. Horry into the lane, kicks outside to Devin George. He makes that three-point jumper.
And Devin needs that because, you know, he's fighting a little bit of confidence right now himself. So made baskets really do something for your confidence. They make you forget about some of your ailments.
Devin George coming in, Stu, was shooting only 26% from outside the arc. Kenny Anderson all the way through the Laker defense. Poor defense by the Lakers. The layup is good. The Lakers lead is 95-80.
Porous defense was what it was. They just immediately went to the basket. Lakers tonight in three-point field goals made 15 tonight. They went, what was that, 2 for 21?
And 7 for 38. Robert Horry misses that three. Derek Fisher sets his feet off the pass. Good again from three-point range.
When it rains, and the Seattle Sonics know a lot about rain, right now it's raining freeze on the Sonics as the Lakers have taken their lead up to 18, leading 98-80. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. Got a couple of scores from around the NBA as the Lakers lead this one in the fourth quarter, 98-80. Finals from a couple of other games. Sacramento destroyed Milwaukee 101-76. And the Rockets beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 94-86.
Kenny Anderson comes into the front court, guarded by Derek Fisher. And speaking of that, Fisher's last three-point shot made or established a new franchise record for the Los Angeles Lakers. Jerome James is fouled by Shaquille O'Neal. The Lakers have made 16 three-point field goals in tonight's games to establishing a new franchise record.
You know, it's funny what making shots will do for you. You know, these are the same shots basically that the Lakers have been not making this year. The previous two games, they had made 7 out of 38 from that distance. And tonight they're making 16 out of 27. So nothing that a couple of made baskets won't do for your win-loss and your confidence as well.
Jerome James good on both free throws. The Lakers lead at 98-82. Wow, the last couple of games, 2 for 21, 5 for 17. As you just mentioned, incredible tonight. Kobe for an NBA record. Missed that. That was a long three-point shot.
Yeah, that was really long.
Gary Payton goes right baseline. Kenny Anderson is cut off by Kobe. Still cut off outside to Radmanovic. Radmanovic inside to James. Turnaround jump shot, not close. Kenny Anderson gets the offensive rebound and the putback basket.
Well, again, there's still so much time left in this game, and the Lakers are seemingly walking through a lot of some of it of late and allowing the Sonic team to just hang close.
Devin George with it, looking inside to Shaq. Easy play to call away from the ball. Jerome James fouled Shaquille O'Neal.
There's the case again, though, where when Shaquille is on the weak side and he's trying to get some movement across the key, he's much more effective. It's much harder to defend him, keep him from getting that position.
Into the corner to Kobe Bryant, guarded by Radmanovic. Shaq comes out to set a screen. Kobe around him. 10 on the shot clock. Kobe stutters down. Kobe checks it. NBA record.
And you know, obviously Kobe knew about the record. Somebody must have been in his ear because he's thinking about that three. I guess when you've made 12 out of 16, you do that.
Wow. History tonight for Kobe Bryant. And how ironic, all season long, the Los Angeles Lakers not shooting the ball well. And there he is.
Kobe Bryant now the leader all by himself. Another guy that played with Shaquille. Dennis Scott had his record go by the wayside. Brian Shaw played with Shaquille. Joe Dumars, George McLeod, and Ray Allen all with 10.
Wow. Kobe Bryant now the most prolific three-point shooter, at least for single game field goal makes. A dozen, and even dozen. He's not done yet. 6:36 remaining, and this game certainly not over. 101 to 84 is
still,
the lead.
Though, you know, I'm just amazed at how, with the ease with which he's taking the three without a defender forcing him to put it on the floor. I mean, yeah, obviously he can do that as well as anybody, if not better than anybody, but you can't get help from jump shots. You got to force to where your teammates are, make a player make, or make a team make the extra pass.
Good example of the problems that the Seattle Supersonics have had. Kobe Bryant absolutely white hot. Derek Fisher shooting the ball well. Devin George as well. And nobody getting out defensively, as we've been discussing, Stu, to really force them to put the ball on the floor.
Well, it's one thing the way they're shooting threes with Derek and Devin George, because they're doing a lot of inside out. They're not just coming down and rearing up. Kobe is catching the ball and just standing there, and they're going up, taking the shot.
Robert Horry at the free throw line. 6:36 remaining. The Lakers looking to make it 2 wins in a row. Some good news from Samaki Walker. Hyperextended. His left knee is available, but probably will not play again. Stu, exactly right. It was his knee. We feared that it might have been his back. Probably won't see him again tonight if the lead remains in the neighborhood that it is right now. Looking to add to that, makes both free throws.
With that, though, you wonder about what it's going to do overnight, the stiffness that may come in that hyperextension. Hopefully there won't be any for Samaki.
Payton spins baseline, patented little runner off the left side. Good move by Gary Payton. He scores easily, has 14. The Lakers lead is 103 to 86.
And the glove is over there now on Kobe.
He said enough already. Enough of this madness.
Should have said that in the first quarter.
Inside to Shaq. Shaq turns, jumps down over Jerome James. Nice play by Shaquille O'Neal.
Shaquille says, Jerome, you may be 7 foot, but come on now. Can you handle this?
Shaq now with 19, 7 assists for Shaquille O'Neal. Anderson pull up 17-foot jump shot, rims in and out. Robert Horry's got the rebound. Now Kobe's with it. Picked up by Gary Payton. Pass into Shaq, deflected away. Shaq hustles after it. Shaq pull up 15-foot jump shot on the baseline and is fouled. He was surrounded by 3 Seattle defenders.
Well, Kobe, we chronicled his first 11, but I tell you, the last one is the one that put him in the record books all by himself. He's got 12, and the Lakers lead at 105 to 86. You're watching the world champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net. (105-86), the Lakers leading the Sonics. 5:45 to go in the fourth, and it's all about Kobe. And I mean, he has put on an absolute clinic from behind the arc. An NBA record, 12. Kobe leading the way with 45 points, 38 in the second and third quarters. That's putting it up there, boy. And as we talked about, made an NBA record 12 three-pointers, and the Lakers now with a club record 17 from that distance.
And Kobe over the 40-point threshold for the 6th time this year. Shaquille O'Neal up and good on the free throw. Shaq so far on the evening, very respectable 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Lakers lead at 106 to 86, 5:45 remaining.
Lane violation on the big fella.
A lot of talk about that in the offseason. Shaq going over the free throw line.
I think that's just searching there, boy.
Yep. So wipe off that free throw. Rashard Lewis with it up top. One of the keys to Rashard Lewis with 4 points in the game. 5:30 remaining. Rashard Lewis turns baseline, kicks outside. Radmanovic, long three-pointer, no. Fisher hustles after the rebound, good play. And Lewis takes the foul.
And that's an example of what the Lakers weren't doing consistently in the previous 34 games. They were not going after either the long rebounds or loose balls with quickness. They would watch for a brief moment and then go. By that time, it's too late. You've got to react a lot quicker. As Slava Medvedenko comes in and Shaquille O'Neal goes out. We got a technical foul now
on Shaquille O'Neal. Before he left the game, he was having some rather unceremonious comments for one of the officials.
It's about that free throw violation that they called on him.
Yeah, no question about that. And so Desmond Mason will shoot the free throw. Shaquille O'Neal finished for the night. The Los Angeles Lakers, as the free throw is missed, with what is for now a comfortable 20-point lead. And coming in is Slava Medvedenko. Did not play the last couple of contests against the Phoenix Suns. Derek Fisher will step to the free throw line. The Seattle Supersonics out of fouls, 5:24 remaining, and Derek Fisher again having a very, very nice night. 11 points, make it 12 as he's good on his first free throw of the night on 5 of 7 shooting from the floor, Stu.
Well, it's going to be important now to see what the Lakers do with Slava in the lineup. Now, they're looking for Kobe to continue his arsenal, but Slava hasn't played a lot of late. And it's important, I think, for him to really get himself comfortable back on the basketball floor.
I agree with you, Stu. He can bring offense as well as some size up front. And he's guarding Jerome James right now. Devin George on Rashard Lewis. Radmanovich, there's the pass to Lewis. Slam dunk. Nice play. Haven't seen enough of that if you're Nate McMillan for the Supersonics tonight.
Well, without Shaquille in the middle, you find a little bit more room to operate.
Where did the big fella go? Kobe Bryant. That one is missed. He still stands on a new NBA record 12. Is he now 12 out of 16 to 12 out of 17 from three-point range? 4:45 remaining. Kenny Anderson goes left side. Jerome James, 17. Nice looking touch from there. Comes up short. Devin George with the rebound. Be careful with it, Devin. Kobe walks the ball into the front court. Medvedenko into the low post. Kobe goes left side to George. Horry turns in the lane, leads the defense and gets hammered by Jerome James, and Robert Horry will shoot a pair of free throws.
Well, the Sonics did something defensively you just don't do. You never switch when an offensive player has his back to the basket and hasn't committed his dribble. They tried to switch there. Robert just turned, went to the basket, gets fouled.
Lakers with a 20-point lead. Joseph Forte out of North Carolina in his second season.
Excuse me. Go ahead, Paul.
I was just going to say, started his career in Boston, also came over in that Vin Baker trade.
And Tracy Murray's coming in, and I'm wondering if he's going to come in for Kobe or Robert Horry. Yeah, he's coming in for Robert Horry. You know, 4:29 to play. Kobe's already got the record. The Lakers are up 21 points. I don't know. I think I might take him out before this crowd disperses anymore so that he can get the ovation that he justifiably deserves.
Well, you don't want to set the bar too high. You want to be able to come back and break it next year and the year after and maybe the year after that. Free throws missed by Robert Horry. Devin George hustles for the rebound. Inside, Medvedenko's got it, guarded by James. Now Kobe outside the three-pointer. Pulls it. That one was straight but long. Good rebound taken by Medvedenko, and he is fouled by Forte just on the floor now.
And Green Rush is probably coming in for Kobe. Here he comes. And this is it. Look at the crowd. And justifiably so. I'm sorry, I don't do this very often, but I got to give my boy his props.
Yeah, big fella.
I'll join you. I got to give you your props. Wow. Got to give it to you.
What a performance by Kobe Bryant, establishing a new NBA record. And of course, he is our player of the game. No one before had made as many as a dozen three-point shots in a single contest. That is now the NBA record.
Well, it's one thing to make a dozen, but the way he made his dozen, I mean, he made like 12 out of 14 or so. I mean, he won't end up with that. He ends up with like, what, 12 out of 18? 12 out of 17 or so. But he made at one stretch 9 consecutive. I mean, that was just a remarkable display of shooting.
Slava Medvedenko good on the free throws. The Lakers lead it 111-88. Next up are the Cleveland Cavaliers on Friday. And I understand the tickets are available for both the game on Friday and on Sunday against the Miami Heat. Ansu Cisse on the floor now. Nice reverse layup attempt. That ball deflected out of bounds. Should be the Lakers' ball, and is. James deflected it out of Slava Medvedenko's hands.
Now with 3:58 to play, both the big fella Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe on the bench. This group of Lakers should really practice on game time operating their offense.
Inside to Medvedenko, he turns, goes baseline, loses control, but is bumped by James, and Medvedenko will shoot another pair of free throws.
That's going to send Slava to the charity stripe, and it's going to send Jerome James to the pine, or better yet, to the shower. Don't stop there at the bench, Jerome. You can get that early. You have it all to yourself. Big old shower back there in the visitors' locker room. You can have it all to yourself.
You pick them up quickly when you have to guard Shaquille O'Neal. Slava did a good job of facing up and then forcing the action baseline. Medvedenko shooting a pair. Still wearing that splint on his right little finger on his shooting hand. Tore the extensor tendon in that finger up at the Delta Center. A game about 5 weeks ago against the Utah Jazz. That splint should be coming off in the next week to 10 days. Medvedenko misses both free throws. Rebound taken again by Ansu Cisse in his second season out of Mississippi. Forte goes right side. Desmond Mason with it. The Seattle Supersonics will lose for the 6th time in 8 games. Ansu Cisse, I guess, either smells real bad or nobody recognized he was on the floor. Nobody within 10 feet of him for the slam dunk.
No communications defensively. You can't just assume somebody's going to do something. You have to tell them what you want to have done. Don't just say in your mind switch and nobody hear you, obviously.
3:15 remaining. The Lakers leading it 113-90. The story tonight has been Kobe Bryant. That ball deflected. Kareem Rush had it momentarily. Mason pulls up 17-footer, no. Drobniak with a rebound, misses the layup, and Booth inside. That is Calvin Booth out of Penn State, just on. Signed a big contract to come in as a shot blocker and inside presence. Been plagued by injuries his first season and a half. Tracy Murray ties the three. Derek Fisher beats Forte to the rebound.
Derek looked like Shaquille on that offensive rebound.
That was a nice play. Kareem Rush gets down the lane. Tracy Murray, 17-footer. That's a layup for him, and that's good.
You know, you see Tracy Murray out there, and he's known for his three-point shooting, and the joy that he had watching Kobe put on that show.
Kobe Bryant, again, a new NBA record, 12 three-point makes in this game. And before he went on his run of 9 in a row, he had made just one of his previous 14. Wow.
Well, nobody will remember those.
That's right.
They're going to remember now, until the next game at least, is what he did tonight. 2:21 to play, and the Lakers up 115-92. You're watching the World Champion Lakers on Fox Sports Net.
Just a quick reminder, coming up tonight on the Southern California Sports Report, complete Lakers post-game coverage, Kobe's new NBA record, UCLA and USC hoops preview, and Roy Jones Jr. and Don King speak out. That's always interesting, and on radio, stay tuned for the Lakers wrap-up show. That thunderous round of applause, Lawrence Tanner, in his 20 years as the PA announcer with the Los Angeles Lakers, just informed this crowd that Kobe Bryant had indeed set a new NBA record with a dozen three-point makes in this basketball game.
Now the key now is for the final 2 minutes and 20 seconds for nobody to get injured.
Forte goes down, the nice little finger roll over Slava Medvedenko and away from Kareem Rush. Nice offensive move by Joseph Forte.
You know the game is in hand, and if you're young players, especially players like Kareem Rush, and I keep bringing his name up, these are where you're also judged. You got to play hard and make sure you learn while you're on the floor.
Mark Madsen on the floor for the first time so far this evening. Takes it in against Drobniak. Does he have his pocket picked? Yes, Drobniak stole the ball away with some help from Forte.
Yeah, Forte was the culprit there. He really did a job of confusing Mark.
Forte, crossover dribble, pull up 17-foot jump shot, good again. And the Laker players, like a Kareem Rush, need to do exactly what you've mentioned that Joseph Forte is doing, Stu.
No, you got to contend. Anytime you're on the floor, anytime, I don't care what the circumstances are, you play hard.
Kareem Rush picks up his dribble, looking for somebody to give it to, comes to Brian Shaw. 1:25 remaining in the game. The Lakers comfortably on top. Tracy Murray looks for somebody to give it to, goes to Kareem Rush, slashes into the lane. Nice pass to Medvedenko, slam dunk.
Well, that's using up all the shot clock. I tell you, that was down to 1.
Lakers lead it 117-96. Forte with it right side. Kareem Rush, given the fact that he's getting so many extra minutes, he should look to, along with Brian Shaw, to be the leader of this group, at least in terms of running the offense. Drobniak on the outside, right side, misses that. Good block out by Medvedenko, taking the rebound. Up next, Cleveland on Friday, then Miami, and then it's a quick road trip out to New Orleans and Houston. The Lakers trying to string some wins together. Outside to Kareem Rush, back inside to Madsen. The crowd wants him to take it offensively. Turn, jumper, hits the corner of the board.
See, now he didn't read the defense that time. He was set up to go to his left hand to the middle and had his mind already made up.
Forte with it, away from a screen from Drobniak. Nice little drop pass. Drobniak gets in the lane, does not draw iron on the layup. Ahead to Medvedenko, streaking down the floor, gathers himself and makes a nice left-handed layup.
He just lopes along a lot, but when he wants to step on the gas pedal, Slava can change ends as he just did.
Nice play by Medvedenko, so the Lakers will win this game 2 in a row. They have not won 3 games in a row all season. They have hit that plateau on 5 separate occasions. Mason with a runner down the lane, the final score. Not really the story tonight. Obviously, the Lakers win essential, and they win it to 119-98 behind an NBA record by Kobe Bryant as he makes 12 three-point shots. Once again, the final score, the Los Angeles Lakers 119, the Seattle Supersonics 98. For Stu Lantz and Bill McDonald, I'm Paul Sunderland wishing you a very good night. Wow, what a performance by Kobe Bryant. Now let's go to the Southern California Sports Report. Good night, everybody.